Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on building an amazing website if you're a sculptor.
That's right.
Yeah, and we've got this great article
Yeah.
from this Australian design company, Site Design and Now W.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump right into it.
Absolutely.
All right, so the article kicks things off by talking about the portfolio,
Of course.
which makes sense, right? It's got to be front and center on your site.
Absolutely. I mean, it is the core of any artist's website.
Yeah, but for sculpture,
Yeah.
it's trickier than with like 2D work, right?
Right. It's three-dimensional.
Yeah, how do we
You-
capture that?
Yeah. How do you get across those details and like the way the light hits the surfaces and all of that?
Exactly. And, high-resolution images are essential,
Oh, for sure.
but I actually think WebP is the way to go these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great for compression, but you don't lose the quality.
Oh, wow. So they'll load faster.
Exactly. And that's so important for keeping people engaged.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to bounce because your pictures take forever to load.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, and another thing.
Yeah.
Think about using a light box. You know where you click on the image and it like pops up bigger?
Oh, yeah.
So people can zoom in and really appreciate the textures.
Yeah, all the little details.
Yeah, the patina, things they might miss in just a small thumbnail.
Oh, I love that it's like giving them a virtual magnifying glass.
Exactly.
So cool. Okay, so someone sees your amazing portfolio,
Right.
and now they want one of your pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the article talks about commissions.
Yeah, clear commission information. It's essential.
Yeah, you got to make the whole process super clear.
Absolutely. Break it down into steps like
Yeah.
the consultation, brainstorming sketches, materials, fabrication.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Exactly. Transparency is key.
Yeah, because it can feel mysterious to people.
Right. They're going to be spending a lot of money.
So they need to trust you.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about actually like listing the prices?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Should you put that right on the website, or
Oh.
is that more of a case-by-case thing?
Well, there are pros and cons to both, I mean, some artists, they like to have fixed prices for certain sizes or types of sculptures.
Right, it's clear and straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then others, they prefer to do custom quotes where they talk to the client about their vision and then give them a price.
Yeah, that makes sense for more complex pieces.
Right, like large-scale installations or anything really unique.
Exactly.
So I think it just depends on the artist's comfort level and the type of work they do.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got the portfolio, we've got commissions. Now let's talk about the artist bio section.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like this is where you can really show your personality.
Absolutely. This is your chance to connect with your audience on a human level.
Yeah, let them get to know you.
Yeah, tell them about your journey, what inspires you, maybe some challenges you've overcome.
Yeah, I love when artists share those kinds of things.
Right, it makes you feel more connected to their work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier an artist bio that you love.
Yeah.
It talked about their childhood near a junkyard.
Oh, yes, that one was fascinating.
Yeah, what kind of materials did they use in their art?
It was mainly metal scraps.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they took like gears and pipes and even old car parts
Wow.
and turned them into these incredible kinetic sculptures.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and their bio talked about how to them those discarded objects felt like hidden treasures.
Ah.
Yeah, like they were just waiting to be rediscovered.
And you could see that reflected in their sculptures.
Oh, absolutely. Like this beautiful blend of industrial roughness and delicate movement.
Yeah, it gave their work so much more meaning.
It really did.
Wow. Okay, so we've got a stunning portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
clear commission information,
Yep.
and a compelling artist bio.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Well, we got to make sure people know you're not just an online presence, right?
oh, right.
You're out there exhibiting your work.
Yeah, you're part of the art world.
Exactly. So we need to talk about the exhibition schedule.
Yes. I was just thinking that. Imagine someone's browsing your site, and they see you have a show coming up in their city.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's like fate.
It could be the thing that gets them to actually come see your work in person.
Yeah, it's so much more powerful than just seeing it online.
Right. And it keeps your website feeling fresh, like it's constantly evolving.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Think about it. You see two artist websites. One has a static portfolio, and the other one has a constantly updating exhibition schedule.
Oh, I'm way more interested in the one with the schedule.
Exactly.
It tells me the artist is active and engaged, and their career's moving forward.
Right. It makes you want to follow along.
Yes. Okay, so now we need to talk about actually connecting with those potential buyers.
Right. You've got their attention. Now what?
Exactly. How do we turn that interest into action?
Well, this is where the article brings up the contact form.
Ah, yes, the contact form.
Think of it as the bridge between admiration and acquisition.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how many websites mess this up.
I know, right?
They have these amazing visuals and content,
Mm-hmm.
and then their contact form is buried somewhere.
Or it asks for way too much information.
Yeah, it's like they don't want people to contact them.
It's a missed opportunity.
It really is.
You've got someone interested for this. Make it easy for them to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
A simple, mobile-friendly contact form,
Yeah.
clear instructions, reasonable response time expectations.
All the essentials.
Exactly.
And I love that the article really focuses on user experience.
Yes.
Putting yourself in the shoes of the person visiting your website.
Absolutely. Think about what would make them feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
What would make them want to reach out?
Yeah, it's all about creating a positive experience.
Exactly.
From start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be just as thoughtful and engaging as the art itself.
I couldn't agree more.
It's true. It's like we've been building this online sculpture.
Yeah, with all these different elements.
Yeah, and the article even touches on this idea of a strong foundation with SEO.
Ah, yes. SEO.
Search engine optimization.
You got to make sure people can actually find your website.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I'll admit it's a little intimidating.
I get it, but think of it like this.
Okay.
Search engines, they want to connect people with the information they're looking for.
Right.
So you got to make sure your website is speaking their language.
Okay, so like using the right words.
Yeah. Keywords like contemporary sculpture or bronze casting.
Okay.
Whatever terms describe your work.
Got it.
And you got to make sure your website is structured in a way that search engines can understand.
So it's not just about having pretty pictures and a nice bio.
Right. It's got to be organized and easy to navigate.
Makes sense.
Oh, and don't forget about mobile optimization.
Oh, yeah, that's huge these days.
So many people are browsing on their phones.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Your website needs to look good and work well on any device.
Definitely, if it's clunky on my phone, I'm out of there.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say someone finds your website.
Mm-hmm.
They love your work, and they want to buy a piece.
Okay.
Do you recommend selling directly through your website
Okay.
or using one of those third-party platforms?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
There are pros and cons to both.
Mm-hmm.
Selling directly gives you more control.
Like over the presentation and pricing.
Exactly, and you don't have to pay any commissions.
That's plus.
But it's more work.
Yeah, you got to set up the whole payment system and shipping and everything.
Right, so if you're just starting out,
Yeah.
a platform like Etsy or Saatchi Art might be a good option.
Right. They handle a lot of the logistics for you.
Exactly, and they already have a built-in audience.
But you do pay a commission.
Right, and you have less control over how your work is displayed.
Okay, so it's about finding the right balance.
Yeah, what works best for you at this stage in your career?
Exactly.
Okay.
And the article doesn't really go into this. But what about legal stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Especially with commissions.
Always have a contract
Okay.
that outlines everything.
Yeah, the scope of the project, payment terms, deadlines.
Intellectual property rights, all that.
It protects both the artist and the client.
Absolutely. And it just makes the whole process smoother.
Yeah, it prevents misunderstandings.
Exactly.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about testimonials.
Right.
And how powerful they can be. But what if you're going for a more minimalist aesthetic on your website?
Yeah, that's a good point. Some artists, they don't want anything that feels cluttered.
Yeah, like even testimonials could feel out of place.
Right. So it's about finding that balance. I mean, if your work is minimalist,
Yeah.
your website should probably reflect that.
Right. But you could still incorporate testimonials in a subtle way.
Absolutely. Like maybe just a single powerful quote on the homepage.
Oh, I like that.
Or a dedicated page for testimonials.
Yeah, that people can click on if they want to see more.
Exactly. It's about finding creative solutions that work for you.
Right, and this brings us back to that idea of the website as a reflection of the artist.
Yes.
It should feel authentic and true to your artistic vision.
Absolutely.
It's not just a digital portfolio.
Right.
It's a statement
Yeah.
about who you are as an artist.
And what you bring to the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really feels like we've been sculpting this website as we've been talking.
Right, all these different pieces coming together.
So we started with the portfolio as like the base.
And the foundation.
And then we added the commission info to give it structure.
Right.
Then the artist bio to bring in some personality.
Yeah, I give it some depth.
And then the exhibition schedule to make it dynamic.
Keep it fresh and exciting.
Yeah. And finally, the contact form so people can actually interact.
Right, make that connection.
It's amazing how these like technical details can actually enhance the art.
Yeah, they make the experience so much richer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's recap for all you sculptors out there.
Okay.
First things first, you need a killer portfolio.
Oh, yeah. High quality images that load quickly.
And don't forget about that WebP format.
Right. It's a game changer.
Okay, next up, commissions.
Be super clear about your process.
Yeah, break it down into steps.
Be upfront about pricing.
And don't be shy about showcasing those testimonials.
Social proof is so important.
All right, then we have the artist bio.
Make it personal.
Let people get to know you.
Yeah, share your inspirations, your journey.
What makes you tick.
Exactly.
And of course, keep that exhibition schedule up to date.
It shows you're out there doing your thing.
Yeah, making moves.
Exactly.
And last but not least, that contact form.
Make it easy peasy.
Yeah, mobile friendly.
Clear instructions.
Reasonable response time.
Boom, you're in business.
It's all about creating an experience that's as unique as your art.
Your website is like a virtual sculpture.
Yeah, it takes careful crafting.
Attention to detail.
To really make an impact.
And leave a lasting impression.
So go forth and sculpt your online masterpiece.
Happy sculpting, everyone.